Number 20, Amy Adams.
Okay, baby, let's go dancing.
One of the brightest stars in Hollywood, Amy Adams has quietly managed to carve out a nice little spot for herself amongst cinema's A-list. With half a dozen Academy Award nominations under her belt, Adams has had starring turns in blockbusters such as Man of Steel, as well as award-winning dramas like American Hustle. The latter is where she unveiled to the world her secret skill, dancing. During a club scene with co-star Bradley Cooper, himself an excellent dancer, Adams more than holds her own. She actually studied dance when she was younger, and before making it in Hollywood, worked as a professional dancer with a number of dinner theaters. Number 19, Kate Hudson.
I wanna dance, and love, and dance again.
Kate Hudson has proven herself a competent dancer on more than one occasion. She had a number of dance scenes in the 2011 comedy Something Borrowed, got down with Dancing with the Stars' Derek Huff at a Hollywood club back in 2013, and even danced during a commercial for Fabletics, a women's sportswear brand she co-founded. Of course, who could forget her impressive dance moves from the first episode of Glee Season 4, when she made her debut as dance instructor Cassandra July. Hudson clearly knows what she's doing when she steps on a dance floor. Number 18, Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper is a triple threat who's proved his worth as an actor, singer, and director. But can we talk about how he's an insanely good dancer too? The Academy Award-nominated actor has long been known for his abilities on the dance floor, and has had the opportunity to flash his skills on more than one occasion. From the climactic dance routine in Silver Linings Playbook to his sexy encounter with Amy Adams in American Hustle, Cooper has proven that he can boogie like nobody's business. For him, dancing is clearly not just part of the job, as he's been known to break out in dance during interviews as well. Number 17, Salma Hayek. In the 90s, Salma Hayek cornered the market on red-hot pole dancing routines. From her turn as a vampire stripper in From Dusk Till Dawn to her sexy schoolgirl dance in Dogma, Hayek clearly had no qualms about shaking what her mama gave her at the onset of her career. More recently, she's managed to tone down the number of stripteases, but that doesn't mean she's lost any of the skills that make her such a formidable talent. One need only look at her dance routine from Jimmy Kimmel's Big Night of Stars to see the proof. The girl has still got it. Number 16, Terry Crews. Now we all know this former pro athlete can act, paint, and do a mean Vanessa Carlton impression.
And I need you, and I miss you.
On top of this already triple threat, we've also seen Cruz break it down and do an impression of a different Carlton. While we've seen his dancing used for comic effect since early on in his career, we're consistently surprised that a man with this many muscles is as limber and graceful as Cruz continues to be. A master of showing us the depth behind all of his characters, Cruz uses his dancing to infuse life into his portrayals in ways that keep defying our expectations.
This is a direct order. Stop dancing.
Number 15, Summer Glau. While the world may know her as an actress, Summer Glau's childhood dream was to become a ballet dancer. In fact, she began training at a very young age and even received a scholarship to join a ballet company. Glau would later study tango and flamenco dancing, excelling at both before a broken toe prematurely brought that career to a halt. It was only then that she decided to move to LA to become an actress. While she may not have become a professional dancer, she's still managed to successfully show off her graceful moves on screen on more than one occasion. Number 14, Colin Farrell. Based on his numerous tough guy roles and former bad boy image,
it is going bad, and it sounds like it is going bad right now.
It's hard to imagine Colin Farrell shaking it on a dance floor, let alone line dancing. However, Farrell is not only a great dancer, but was at one time getting paid to do it. Long before he was one of Hollywood's hottest stars, Farrell could be found teaching country line dancing in Ireland. It may sound ridiculous, but it really happened. In fact, Farrell has since shown off his line dancing skills during an appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. It's clear he still has some wicked moves up his sleeve.
Right, step and step, there, back, and then left, step and step, there, That's it.
Number 13, Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling is no stranger to the dance floor.
And how old are you in this one?
Old enough to know better.
Enjoy.
At just 12 years old, he could be seen busting all kinds of moves in dance competitions or practicing ballet, something he still does to this day. More recently, the multi-talented Canadian actor flashed his skills on film, dancing his way across LA as one half of the starstruck couple from the 2016 musical La La Land. While we could pretty much watch Gosling do anything and fall over swooning, watching him dance is pretty hard to top. Number 12, Mads Mikkelsen. Bet you didn't see this one coming.
You must have thought I was bluffing, Mr. Bond.
Mikkelsen, who famously played Le Chiffre in Casino Royale and more recently Dr. Hannibal Lecter in the TV series Hannibal, began his career as a gymnast and dancer. A young Mikkelsen studied ballet dancing at an academy in Sweden and later married dance choreographer Hamna Jakobsen in 2000. A professional dancer for nearly 10 years, Mikkelsen decided to leave that world behind in 1996 in favor of an acting career. Knowing he once wore tights and pranced around on stage makes this terrifyingly good actor slightly less scary and even more compelling. Number 11, Tom Holland. That's right, Spider-Man himself has got some serious moves. No, not that one. Holland's background is actually in gymnastics and dance, having starred in Billy Elliot the Musical in the late 2000s. First as Billy's best friend Michael, and soon after as Billy himself. But Holland hasn't neglected his dancing roots since hitting the big time, as evidenced by his jaw-dropping performance on Lip Sync Battle. In fact, Holland stated that his dancing experience helped him nail the part of Spider-Man. Color us optimistic, but we could give Spidey another shot at a big screen dance number, so long as Holland's in the role. Number 10, Christian Bale. In cinema, this man is mostly known as a serious method actor, a thespian dedicated to the craft. That's what makes Christian Bale so valuable to directors. But that's not to say that he can't let loose too, as evidenced by his dancing character from the 1993 film Swing Kids. Then there's the 2000 cult classic American Psycho, in which Bale plays a serial killer with a fondness for mainstream music.
He's been compared to Elvis Costello, but I think Huey has a far more bitter, cynical sense of humor.
In one particularly disturbing yet memorable scene, a peppy dance sequence is part of the strategy, and the performance is so effective that a doomed guest feels at home right until the end.
I think their undisputed masterpiece is Hip to Be Square. A song so catchy, most people probably don't listen to the lyrics, but they should.
Number 9, Chris Evans.
You know, I still don't know how to dance.
This man is a bona fide action hero, starring in some of the biggest blockbusters in the world, as well as more critically acclaimed dramatic roles. But just where did he pick up that knack for fight choreography? Well, it turns out Evans has a background in tap dance, which coworkers have praised as the reason he can pick up moves so easily. While we're used to swooning over his charm, charisma, and chiseled features, this just gives us another reason to fawn over this graceful leading man. Perhaps it's appropriate that after spending nearly a decade as a first-tier member of the Avengers, he got to top it all off with a final dance. Number 8, Chris Messina. With an acting career that began off-Broadway and experience in the dance world, this man entered the film industry with a special set of skills. But it was on the Mindy Project that Chris Messina really showed us all what he could really do on a dance floor. As Danny Castellano, he turned heads with a passionate American woman performance, and he's proven himself to be quite the club dancer as well.
American woman,
Stay away from me, American woman. Mama, let me be.
There's nothing goofy going on here, just a man who commits to the grind. It's the nice guy factor that allows Messina to get away with a little more in terms of moves than your average actor. Number 7. Sam Rockwell. In this man's vast filmography, there's no one definitive dancing moment. That's because Sam Rockwell seemingly finds excuses to dance often, and with good reason. This smooth operator knows that he's got skills, and there's an old school mentality that drives each performance. In fact, he's got a bit of a James Brown style going on, as he's mostly about hand movements and quick feet. Rockwell makes it look easy, but when you pay attention, you'll see that it's anything but that. Then again, when you have a so-called footloose upbringing, as Rockwell has previously cited, dancing just becomes natural. If you want more proof, the fact that he slipped effortlessly into the shoes of legendary choreographer-director Bob Fosse should speak for itself. Number 6. Alfonso Ribero. On the NBC series The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, this New York native played opposite a young Will Smith. Over the course of the series, Alfonso Ribero famously performed the Carlton dance in numerous episodes, thus establishing a cultural legacy of campy moves.
If you should have thought be loved by anyone, it's not unusual, it happens every.
But when Ribero competed on ABC's Dancing with the Stars in 2014, and won, he showed that he's more than just a comedic performer. Week after week, Ribero displayed his expertise and versatility by racking up 8s, 9s, and 10s throughout the competition. In fact, he received all 10s with partner Whitney Carson in the finals. And so, Ribero essentially dropped the mic and set a new bar for future dancing celebrities.
It's not unusual to be mad with anyone.
Number 5. Christopher Walken.
Chaperone can get a number. The world's in slumber.
Given this man's cinematic legacy and unique manner of speech, he's become a favorite subject for both amateur and professional impersonators. In 2001, though, Walken achieved a new level of fame, as his dancing acumen was featured in Fatboy Slim's Weapon of Choice music video. With a background in theater, Walken seemed more than comfortable shuffling around. And it's that kind of dancing bravado that made him an ideal casting choice for the 2007 film Hairspray. While some older gentlemen look awkward when dancing, Christopher Walken oozes confidence and style.
We got a kid who's blowing the lid off the Turnblad family tree.
Number 4. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. As a child actor turned A-lister, this man has long been in the public eye. Before Joseph Gordon-Levitt's career began, however, he developed his performance skills in musical theater. So, after a big transition into movies, Gordon-Levitt's dancing skills came in handy for a choreographed dance sequence in the 2009 film 500 Days of Summer. Impressive as that may be, he upped the ante in 2015 with his Janet Jackson impression on Lip Sync Battle. He's even taken his talents to Saturday Night Live. This guy loves to boogie, and it shows. Number 3. Vin Diesel.
But the real reason I started bouncing was because I loved to dance.
As one of the more iconic 21st century action stars, this big screen tough guy is anything but one-dimensional. Like so many actors, Mark Sinclair, aka Vin Diesel, began on the stage, long before he crossed over into mainstream cinema. In recent years, we've even seen old school clips of him breakdancing in New York City. Nothing extraordinary, but very entertaining. In 2014, however, Vin shocked and amazed fans with videos of him dancing to both Beyoncé's Drunk in Love and Katy Perry's Dark Horse. It's not often that you'll see a rough and tough movie star shaking his hips, but that's obviously not an issue for Big Vin. Number 2. Donald Faison.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
While this man isn't necessarily a household name, he's one of the more popular television stars of his generation. Donald Faison starred in over 170 episodes of the comedy drama series Scrubs in the role of Turk, and during an unforgettable 2006 episode, showed off some seriously unforgettable moves. With his smooth performance of Belle Biv DeVoe's Poison, Faison's confident, fun-loving technique had pop culture buzzing, and so the moment became an instant series classic. A moment that Donald Faison would later revisit on The Queen Latifah Show. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Nick Offerman. Paul Rudd.
Hey, Paul. I'm Tane, your latest dancer. I can't wait to entertain you. Now, Tane I can get into.
Vincent Cassel. Michelle Obama. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Tom Hiddleston. In the 2000s, this British actor was a West End regular, but the man was destined for success beyond the stage. When Tom Hiddleston joined the Marvel family in 2011, the public began paying even more attention to this multi-talented individual.
What more than that?
Over the years, he's more than once displayed his precise dance moves in the middle of interviews, making him one of the more endearing A-listers of his time. Hiddleston's relationship with Taylor Swift brought even more attention to his dancing skills when he worked it out with the pop star at the 2016 Met Gala, surprising Swifties and the entire world in the process.